Hey, dance it. Dance it.
My hair's pulling.
You can't really take a day off of autism. Autism never took a day off on me.
He always has to have my attention, and it's exhausting.
He doesn't speak much at all. Hi. Hi.
He has never spoken a single word.
Everything about Daniel's life that seems normal for a typical kid, like going out to dinner or going to a park, all that for us is work.
Oh, good. A little bit more. I'm almost done. Almost done.
Take your plate and bring it to the kitchen.
I so hope I won't be changing diapers when he's 6.5.
I didn't choose to do this. I'm not a therapist. I was drafted. I have an autistic child.
Everything I do is about autism.
Okay, I have to stay home with him because I have to facilitate the therapist, going here, going there, the medication, the constant medical appointments.
The parents of autistic children often stick together, and we have to.
Because they understand if your kid is having a meltdown and there's no judgment, it's just that's how it is.
You know, it's very hard to...
They have no idea how easy it is compared to this. You know, your heart is breaking all day long. You know, you think about his future and all the pain he's in, and I don't think they can understand that.
And the parents who were going out for bagels together and are like, oh, do you want to come for a bagel? And I think, yes, in another life, I'd love to come for a bagel. But right now, I have to write down what he's doing so we can go home and work on that. And then I have to take the other two to therapy. So, no, I can't go for a bagel.
Danson ran out the door himself, which was absolutely terrifying.
It was freezing cold, no shirt on and no shoes on.
Daniel had walked at the front door.
He got away from me, and he was running down the middle of First Avenue.
She took off once, and we had to call the police.
Daniel wouldn't look at traffic.
Running, sprinting down to that traffic light.
He's gonna get hit by a car.
I feel like I'm playing this game, which is life or death to me. Can't you just keep your child quiet? No.
People have no idea what it's like to have a child with autism.
We're just judged more harshly and more constantly and expected to do things that no human being should be expected to do.
Why is he hitting himself?
Heartbreaking. When Jody was on the swings and crying, the other moms were sort of looking and wondering why this 8.5-year-old girl was screaming and carrying on because she didn't want to get on a swing.
Have a little bit more understanding, a little bit more compassion, and show that to your children as well.
And I was a grown woman afraid of the phone ringing because it was the school principal calling me saying she had bitten someone or she had kicked a kid or she had hit a teacher.
And that's why they have special ed classes. They don't want Daniel to be disruptive. They don't want a lot of times for their kids to have to deal with.
He can't go to kindergarten. You know, my school district doesn't have, they don't have anything appropriate for him.
There are parents who are forced to put kids in schools that are completely overcrowded and 12 kids and one teacher. And the kids don't make progress. But I remember that was a very scary moment for me when I realized I had sat in the car for about 15 minutes and actually contemplated putting Jody in the car and driving off the George Washington Bridge, and that would be preferable to having to put her in one of these schools. And it's only because of Lauren, the fact that I have another child, that I probably didn't do it.
Take little Matthias off your hands. I love you.
Say bye. It just took a lot of the naturalness, the joy of having a baby out of the equation because we were always filled with fear. Bye.
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 A child with autism, I think the rate for divorce is like 80%.
I didn't give that marriage what I could have because I had nothing left to give.
It's very hard to manage the emotional issues, the financial issues, which are huge.
We had to borrow money from my parents. We had to borrow money from my sister. $50,000 that we're in debt is all about the autism.
What I spend on the medical activities that the insurance companies are not paying for, it's a large number.
We had a big leak in the living room that was coming down in like a bucket. It's been over 2 years and those holes are still there because we don't have any money to fix that.
We keep saying that we're just sending, Daniel to Harvard over and over again every year for the rest of his life.
So you just keep borrowing and you just keep trying and you just keep being disappointed and you just keep going broke. I imagined Little League and trips and vacations and girlfriends, and it's taken me a very long time to let those dreams go.
Christian's a human being who's fighting so hard like you can't believe. And what's been taken from him is it's indescribable.
Jackson is never going to get married and never going to have kids. When I'm at somebody else's wedding and they're dancing with their mother, what I would do to dance with Jackson,
I know that science is making great breakthroughs, and my hope is that by the time Lauren's ready to have a baby, we'll have a cure or we'll understand how to prevent autism.
I'm never going to say, I quit.
I just cannot accept we have to throw away this generation of children. No way.
Say, I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
I'll take that. I'll take that.